Hello everyone. It's been a while since I made a video. It's been about a month, I believe. My last review was Incredibles 2, but I have two movies coming out for you guys this weekend. Today I give you out my review for The Incredibles 2, and then tomorrow I will release my review of You Were Never Really There, and then because tomorrow I'm seeing Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation tomorrow, so that I'll have about three movies coming out for a review. But as for the moment, I'm reviewing Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Ant-Man and the Wasp is the 20th film. Jesus, that's a lot. Within the MCU franchise that's been ongoing since 2008. And it's basically just kind of kept going and going and going. And this movie, it's been about a few years since the first film, which I love the first film. It's easily my top 10 favorite MCU movies. And in this film, it's been, again, about a few years as the first, and Scott Lang, slash Ant-Man, is played once again by always greatly funny and reliable Paul Rudd. And essentially, he's grown a little bit distant from Hope Van Dyne and Hank Pym, and essentially, no, it's not a wedding ring. You don't know, right? But it's been a long time. They're going a bit distant. They don't like him. They've presumably lost everything because of him. And in this movie, an old enemy of Hank Pym's comes around and tries to threaten him, and all that type of severe movie structure of a jazz twist. And the movie's been about a while out for a while, so I'm not gonna have too many spoilers, but I'm gonna have a few. And the first thing I really like about this movie is, oddly enough, the villain. I don't think, what's the actress's name? Hannah John Kraman, who plays Ghost in this movie. Even though I don't think she's a total and utter complete villain, I do think she's sympathetic and understandable enough to where I really liked her and I liked her motive. And I thought she was, at the very least, an interesting good villain. She's not a Thanos. She may not be a Thanos or Loki or Ego or Kurt Russell from Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or Vulture from Spider-Man: Homecoming. But I thought she was a good enough villain, and I thought she had enough sympathy and likability and fondness towards her character I really liked. Also, the relationship with everyone has just been upped again. I really enjoy everyone in their roles again. Hank Pym, as I said before, Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly are great in their roles. They have a great chemistry. There's a good sense of will they, won't they as a couple in this movie, because in this movie, going in, I'm like, oh yeah, they're a couple. They aren't. But it's like, are they going to become a couple? Because in the first film, by the end of the first film, they share a kiss, and it's like, oh, what is that about? But so their relationship has been up like that. Also, Michael Douglas is just a national damn treasure as Hank Pym. He's amazing. He captures that great, wispy voice, aged wisdom to him that really sounds really great. So yeah, I thought he was really great. I thought the relationship, also Lawrence Fishburne, has gone from the DCEU to the MCU. I think that's a really interesting duality that we see here in this movie. I like the relationships, how they kind of up each other. I like the action. It's just as good as the first. There's a great car chase scene near the end. There's all that shrinking the size ratio, I think is very, very well done. I thought it was really, really clever. I thought it was very well made. I thought it was really, really fun. I thought the effects were really great for the most part. Some of them at times weren't too great. Sometimes they're a bit too Honey, I Shrunk the Kids elements. And I do really like the anticipation and the build-up as Michelle Pfeiffer as, Evangeline Lilly's mom. And I thought, for the most part, I thought their story was enough for me to really go, okay, I can believe it within the scope of a smaller Ant-Man scale, because Ant-Man is a much more smaller, intimate movie than let's say a Thor or Captain America was much more impending world doom. This one is very much like a small film. It's located in very much just San Francisco itself, and I found that really much redeeming about this film and the first film is that they did this film small scale, and there's a sweet, sincere honesty to it. With that, there's some problems I do have with the movie. Yeah, I do think some of the effects aren't too great itself. I do think the story itself, as simple as it is, it's a little too bare bones on it. There's not much going for it, and I don't think there's enough stakes, enough involved. My only little complaint about that is that because, the events within Infinity War, I feel like maybe the release dates of these two movies should have been switched. Have this movie come out, let's say, May or June, and then have Infinity War come out, let's say, probably around the same time as maybe the Meg, this weekend, and have that type of switch to it, so we don't know the effects of these characters. And due to the effects of what we saw in the end of Infinity War, where it's like, and then everyone just kind of blows in the wind like dust, and you're like, what the hell happened to them? To be honest, it kind of does happen here, and it's kind of like, we kind of saw that coming. There wasn't enough emotional investment for the most part for that, and I do think that some of it at times is kind of just forgettable. It's a good sequel, but just in the same vein of Deadpool 2, in my opinion, it's not as fun, nor as fresh, nor as exciting as the first. It's a good, serviceable, solid sequel, but I never felt like it was as good as the first. But then again, in my opinion, Deadpool is actually kind of risen up a little bit more. I love Deadpool 2, almost as much as the first, but this is a different scenario here. But as a whole, I do think Ant-Man and the Wasp is a really good movie. It's a really solid MCU movie. I'll also say this. The promise and anticipation of Michelle Pfeiffer as a mom is great, but due to the minimal amount of screen time she gets, I do think she's a little bit wasted. She gets a little bit wasted screen limit. Also, I gotta say this. Michael Pena says this again as in the first film. He freaking steals every scene he's in. I forgot what it's called. They inject him with some kind of serum or something like that. And he's like, no, you gotta let it all play out. He has T.I. and they're all tied now. And yet, other European dude, he's like, no, man, you let him talk like that and you gotta listen to the whole story. There's the serum juice, I believe it's called. Shit, what's it called? It's such. He just steals everything he's in. There's some things that don't make sense, especially with how you bring in regular human sizes. We haven't dealt with that before, especially when you put them into a car small. Some of it doesn't make a bit of sense. Also, the quantum realm shit that we see in the final climax is very exciting and it's beautifully shot. I'm like, this is exquisite. This really does feel like it's not only like a comic book come to life, of course, but its visual aesthetic is gorgeous. The effects look amazing. As again, this is it for the most part. There's I'd say for every 7 to 8 times out of 10 the effects work, 2 to 3% of the chance of that it doesn't. There's a couple of not so great moments like that of the effects, but for the most part, I thought, for me at least, Ant-Man and the Wasp was, at the very least, in my opinion, a thoroughly great, solid MCU installment. It may not be my top 10 favorite MCU movies, but I'll consider it on the lower degree down. In my mind, there's top 5 best, then top 10 through 6. The top 5 favorites for me, then 6 through 10, then tier 3, which is for me, I consider this on the same par with, I'd say, Iron Man 3, Age of Ultron, and Doctor Strange, and Guardians 2. I consider this between, where I'd rank this, I consider right next to something like probably Doctor Strange and Iron Man 3. I consider it on that degree of the MCU franchise. It's not one of the best, but it's not one of the worst. It's, at the very least, I say it's a serviceable MCU movie. for me, it's still a really good MCU movie, but when I'm saying that it's one of the weaker ones in recent memory, it's still really saying something towards, in my view, of the caliber of the films they make. Like, of the last 2 years of what we had, including this year and last year, like, the weakest to my mind is this and Guardians 2. And I still really love both of those movies. That really speaks to the caliber of how good they can make these movies. And for me, like, what else can I say about I had a great damn time in Ant-Man and the Wasp? I give Ant-Man and the Wasp 85%. That's my rating for the movie, everyone. I really do hope you like my review of this movie. As always, thank you very much for watching. And as always, if you want to get more, I can hear my YouTube channel and check out my latest review. As always, till then, thank you very much for watching my review, everyone. I really hope you enjoy it and have a great day. And see you guys tomorrow for my review. Oh, you were never really here. Till then, bye bye.